Picture gazing up at the night sky and noticing a star shining so intensely that it could outshine the full moon. A star so intense that when it explodes, it will shine brighter than all the galaxies put together. It's not science fiction. It's the truth of Betelgeuse, one of the most intriguing and mysterious stars in our universe. For centuries, astronomers, mythologists, and stargazers have been fascinated by Betelgeuse. But now, this red supergiant is acting strangely, and its wild dimming and brightening have scientists on high alert. Is Betelgeuse on the cusp of a massive supernova explosion? And if it is, what would it mean for us on Earth? Today we're exploring the enigma of Betelgeuse, the science of its potential explosion, and what this event might mean for humans. Fasten your seatbelts, because this is a tale that will have you in awe of the power and unpredictability of the universe. Back to basics. Betelgeuse is a red supergiant star some 642 light-years away in the Orion constellation. It's among the biggest and brightest naked-eye stars, and its reddish light has stood out in the night sky for thousands of years. But Betelgeuse is more than just any ordinary star. It's a time bomb. Stars like Betelgeuse live brief lives and explode at the end, creating an event called a supernova. And recent observations indicate that Betelgeuse may be nearer to its explosive demise than we ever dreamed. Betelgeuse made headlines in late 2019 and early 2020 when it unexpectedly faded by over 60%. The unusual occurrence puzzled astronomers. Initially, they hypothesized that the fading might be due to an enormous cloud of dust ejected by the star. However, as the fading went on for longer than anticipated, there was another more ominous possibility that Betelgeuse was getting ready to blow up as a supernova. And then, in 2023, the star did something even more unexpected. It suddenly brightened dramatically, shining almost twice as brightly as normal. This erratic behavior has left scientists scrambling for answers. And the leading theory is as fascinating as it is terrifying. According to theoretical physicist Michio Kaku, Betelgeuse might have gobbled up a close companion star, speeding its journey toward a deadly supernova. This process, known as stellar cannibalism, happens when a more massive star pulls in a less massive companion, consuming its mass and perturbing its core. If this is what's occurring to Betelgeuse, it might be that the star is nearing the end of its life, and its explosion may be imminent. But how much time does imminent take in cosmic terms? And what would such an explosion look like from Earth? A supernova is one of the universe's most powerful events. When a huge star such as Betelgeuse comes to the end of its life, it collapses under its own weight, causing a huge explosion that releases more energy in a few seconds than the entire 10-billion-year life of our Sun. If Betelgeuse does explode in a supernova, the blast will be so powerful that it will be observable during the daytime, outshining the full moon and casting shadows on our planet. The star will briefly become the brightest nighttime object in the sky, and its radiation will remain observable for weeks or months before it finally disappears. But the spectacle doesn't end there. The explosion will also release a shockwave of stellar debris traveling at speeds of up to 10% the speed of light, and a deadly blast of gamma rays. Thankfully, at 642 light-years away, Earth is safe from the worst effects of the explosion. But the event will still have a profound impact on our understanding of the universe. So how near are we to seeing this cosmic event? Betelgeuse was already predicted to explode supernova in the next 100,000 years, but the recent finding of a potential stellar merger may have shortened that timeline dramatically. Some astrophysicists now think that we might see the explosion in our lifetimes, perhaps in the next few decades. Others speculate that Betelgeuse may have already exploded and the light from the event simply hasn't reached us yet. Whatever the case, one thing is certain: when Betelgeuse finally goes supernova, it will be one of the most significant cosmic events ever witnessed by humanity. But what does all of this mean for us here on Earth? Could Betelgeuse's supernova affect our planet? The short answer is no, we're safe. At 642 light-years, Betelgeuse is out of range to do any significant damage. The explosion will have some interesting cosmic consequences, though. For several weeks, the supernova will be a glowing ball in the sky that can be seen even during the day. Some scientists theorize that the particle wave from the explosion might play with our atmosphere, causing short-term spikes in cosmic radiation. And over the next few centuries, The remains of Betelgeuse will create a brilliant supernova remnant, transforming the Orion constellation and etching a permanent mark on the night sky. Naturally, there's always some hope that Betelgeuse might just keep burning for thousands of years before exploding supernova. But with the star's recent unstable behavior, sudden brightness, and potential stellar merger, scientists are more sure than ever that Betelgeuse is running out of time. The universe is full of secrets, but one thing is sure: when Betelgeuse finally blows, it will be one of the most spectacular things that humanity has ever seen. Astronomers everywhere are keeping a close eye on it. And as Michio Kaku cautions, the last moments of Betelgeuse may be a lot closer than we ever thought. If we're lucky, we might just witness the greatest cosmic light show in human history. A supernova so bright it will change the night sky forever. The countdown has begun. The universe is a stage, and supernovas are its most dramatic performances. When a star like Betelgeuse goes supernova, it doesn't just fade away quietly. It goes out with a bang so powerful that it can outshine entire galaxies. But what happens when a supernova occurs, and why is Betelgeuse's possible explosion such a big deal? To grasp this, let's examine the life and death of large stars more closely. Stars such as Betelgeuse are cosmic powerhouses. They consume their fuel at a phenomenal rate, living briefly and dying young. While our Sun is a relatively small, stable star, Betelgeuse is a red supergiant hundreds of times bigger and thousands of times brighter. But this wonderful size has a price. Betelgeuse is nearing the end of its life, and it has a limited time to live. When a star like Betelgeuse exhausts its fuel supply, it is no longer able to maintain the nuclear reactions that support it. The core shrinks under its own weight, producing a shockwave that destroys the star in a huge explosion. This is a supernova. The energy released in a supernova is virtually unimaginable. In a matter of seconds, a supernova can release more energy than the Sun will have emitted during its whole 10 billion-year lifetime. The blast produces a dazzling burst of light, followed by a shockwave of stardust traveling at mind-boggling velocities. But the true magic occurs in the aftermath. Supernovas are cosmic forges, smelting and seeding heavy elements such as gold, platinum, and iron throughout the universe. These elements ultimately become new stars, planets, and even life. Indeed, much of the material in your body, such as the iron in your blood and the calcium in your bones, was smelted in the core of ancient stars that blew up billions of years ago. When Betelgeuse explodes supernova, it will add to this cosmic cycle, spreading the materials of future worlds throughout the galaxy. But Betelgeuse's explosion is not only important for its scientific significance. It's also a cultural and historical landmark. For millennia, Betelgeuse has been a leading character in the myths and legends of cultures worldwide. Its brilliant reddish hue has fueled legends, omens, and even prophecies of great transformation. The star itself was named Betelgeuse from the Arabic Yad al-Jawza, which translates to the Hand of Orion. In Greek mythology, Orion was a powerful hunter set among the stars as a testament to his strength. Betelgeuse indicates Orion's outstretched arm, ready to fight, an appropriate symbol for a star on the verge of its explosive demise. Ancient priests followed the progression of Orion because they believed Orion was connected to Osiris. Osiris